Okay, so I really wanted to do story time, and so we're doing weird things I did as a child. And everyone's doing this right now, but I did weird stuff, and I want to share it. And I also really wanted to make some kind of story time video, so here goes. I feel like everyone's a little bit weird as a child. I haven't been like one person who doesn't laugh or cringe at their childhood. So let's just start this off. Okay, so this is like a really like small one, but I called soup soup soup. I don't know why. I just said it twice. Just soup soup instead of just soup. I don't remember why I did this, or when it started, or how it started, but my mom still references it. Like, she'll just be like, "What have you eaten for dinner? Just some soup. Soup, soup." And I really don't know why. I'm weird. Okay, so my grandma used to be at my house in the morning because my mom had to work early or something, so she would send me and my sister off for school. My sister would leave a lot earlier just because she was in high school at the time. I was in elementary school, and her school was a few blocks away. So I was in elementary school. I lived right beside the school. Like, I lived here in this complex, and elementary school was right there. Here are the two entrances. Just over here is the complex one, and then there's the school entrance, which is like a field entrance basically. So like the actual front of the school is like way the hell around the corner. But I just had to go to the field entrance. It was chill. But for some reason, as I was leaving, my grandma would as well. So she would go to her truck. It was a really nice truck. She still has it, and I really want it. But anyways, and I would walk myself to school because it was right next door. Why wouldn't I? So I would walk to the entrance of the complex and then go up to the field entrance. I didn't want to do that. No. No. There was this little opening between the fence of the complex and the fence of the school, and I could just fit through it. So, my grandma's starting to leave, and she would see me in her mirror just sneakily checking to see if she was watching me, and I would then just like zip through this little mini playground in the complex and quickly run behind the houses. And at first my grandma probably thought I was trying to skip out on elementary school or something, so she'd be like, what is she doing? But she would still like drive off and go onto the road and everything, and she had to go right past the school. So she would be watching, and she would just see my bag go over the fence, and then she would see me squeeze through the fence, and she would honk and like wave kind of thing, because she just did that while she was leaving. And I would wave back like nothing happened. Just totally normal. And for some reason, I really thought I was being super sneaky about it. And I guess I just thought she thought I had like super speed or something because my little brain couldn't catch on that she knew. So that was weird. I just didn't want to walk the 10 extra steps. I was a lazy child. This one? This one's probably a little strange. I guess as a child, I had a little bit of a separation anxiety issue, and I hated sleeping alone for a while. So mom would let me sleep in her bed just because I would be all whiny and probably fake cry and be like, I don't want to sleep alone, mommy, I want to sleep with you. So she would let me sleep in her bed if I asked her nicely. Then after a while of this, she probably got tired of it or probably thought, hey, I don't want my daughter to be like 20 and still be wanting to sleep in my bed. So she started trying to make me sleep in my own room. I didn't like that. So when I would lie in bed completely awake, I would hear my mom snoring. So I would get out of bed and I would go down the little mini hall and go into her room and try to climb into her bed. And most times it worked. But other times it would wake her up because I had to climb over her because she was normally close to the edge of the bed, and her bed was in the corner. So if she woke up, she would send me back to my room because, she was trying to get me to be able to sleep alone. After a while, I didn't really like being sent back to my room, so when I would go to her room, I would evaluate if me climbing over her would wake her up or not. And most of the times I thought, yes, it would make me wake her up. So I laid on the floor and I slept on the floor all night. All night. I would sleep just on the floor by my mom's bed. I didn't want to sleep alone so badly. I slept on the floor. When my mom woke up, she would almost always step on me for the first few weeks. She would actually step on me and it really hurt. So she would start checking if I was there in the morning. Yeah, that was fun. Okay, last one. The middle child sister, I'm the youngest, there's a middle child and there's an older sister, but the middle older sister and I did this together usually. But if we were at my grandparents' house, which was like on a street, obviously, it wasn't like a complex, it wasn't a townhouse, it was like an actual house. And it had like a driveway and a ditch and a backyard kind of thing. And in the summer, the ditch would be dried out because it wouldn't rain as much. We would pick a color car. Let's say I like pick red or something, like the dumb child I am. I probably always chose red. And if that color car went past, I would have to get up, run down the ditch, and then back up the ditch onto the other side, run up the driveway, then go to the left side of the house and go through the gate to the backyard and run around the backyard, run around the house, and go on to the right side of the house and climb over the fence and then run back and sit back down beside my sister. And she would have to do the same thing with her color car. So my mom would laugh at us through the window, so would my grandparents, so would anyone there. I don't know why we came up with that game, but it kept us entertained for many, many hours. Or probably only about a half hour till one of us got really tired. We ran a lot. Anyway, that was some weird things I did as a child. You guys should tell me some weird things you guys did as a child. 'Cause that's fun and interactive. Yeah. So, tell me weird things you did. Goodbye!